Hello everyone, my name is Keely. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome to a come book shopping with me vlog. I'm very excited. I wasn't expecting to film this video, but yesterday my little sister, she's in high school, and she is not a reader, but she came up to me and she was like, Keels, I want to go to Barnes & Noble. And I looked at her and I was like, why? Because like she doesn't read. And she was like, I want to buy a book. Color me excited. I'm so excited. And all of her friends were like, well, I want to go too. And I was like, well, I will not hesitate to take y'all. So we are going to Barnes & Noble today, and perfect timing because it is also payday for me. So I wasn't gonna buy any books, but my bank account's almost like asking me to now because there's more money in it. So obviously I'm gonna need to buy books. Maybe, we'll see. I also am gonna bring the book I'm currently reading, The Only One Left by Riley Sager, and I have like 90 pages left of that. So I might just like cozily sit in Barnes & Noble and read while they're perusing, and I can also give them recommendations like if they're interested. It'll be fun. I am also bringing Edward Cullen with me, so like the vibes are immaculate right now. But yeah, we're also gonna go out to eat first and then go to Barnes & Noble and do book shopping, so I'm excited and I'm gonna take you along with me. I also look bald today, but I have very cute braids in. But anyway, that's besides the point. Let's go to Barnes & Noble. That's one of my favorite books.
Yeah?
I love that book.
Okay. I know it's about the slave vampires.
Yeah.
What is the rest of it?
So it's actually about these housewives set in the 80s.
Okay.
And so often they're put down by the men in their lives, their husbands, told they're no good, you're a
So
housewife.
them are the vampires. Got it.
And so yeah, someone moves into the neighborhood and they're like, oh, he's mysterious, he's young, he's new. But one of the wives is like, there's something off about him. And on the other side of town, there's children going missing. And so she starts to suspect maybe he's a vampire. And goes around.
Wonderful. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. I love that book.
Appreciate that.
Of course.
Thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
I noticed your t-shirt.
Yes, I'm a vampire girl, so.
So Edward.
Barnes & Noble, and I kind of bought a lot of books. So I tried to do like the buy one get one 50% off, and I also got 2 books that I have never ever heard of, and it was just really fun to like find a book that I was like, that looks good, never heard of it, so let's do it. It's also extremely hot right now, so I'm like sweating. But going through these really quickly, this is one that I had never heard of, and it's called Graveyard of Lost Children by Katrina Monroe. This cover intrigued me, and it was in the horror section, so interested. And then in classic vampire style, I got this edition of Dracula, which was only $10, and it was also buy one get one 50% off, which was awesome. But I love this cover, and I feel like if I'm gonna read a classic, it needs to be beautiful. And then I also got The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. Love this author, and I've heard great things about this book. And another author that I love, and I've heard great things about this book, The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. Good, clean romance, love that. 2 more books, okay, 2 more, bear with me. A thriller, Wrong Place, Wrong Time. I've heard great things about this one, and it sounds so interesting because the mom witnesses her son murder someone, and then when she wakes up, she goes back in time to see how her son got to that point, so amazing. And the last one, again in classic vampire style, Vamps. Never heard of it, but apparently these like wealthy and most powerful vampire families go to an academy and they like train to be like ultimate vampires. Amazing. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you, or the girls are actually gonna show you what they got. All right, Kira, what did you get?
So I got the Virgin Suicides. I actually came here for this one, so I'm happy I got it.
It's so pretty.
I watched the movie, it was good. They Both Die at the End.
Classic.
And then Hidden Pictures.
Love that one. All right, Sadie.
I got A Good Girl's Guide to Murder and Love and Gelato.
Love that one. And Brooklyn.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Amazing.
The same one as Kira. And I'm also the same.
So y'all can have a little book club. Oh, it's Totoro! Alright, so I am obviously back home now, and I had such a fun day. It was also really fun to take the girls around and kind of like show them different books that they may be interested in, and I can't wait to see and hear what they think about their books. But now that I'm home, I can go deeper into the books that I got. I know I showed you real quick, but it was like 105 degrees in the car, so we just like rapid fired them. But there are some more that I want to talk about. But it was fun too, because in the bookstore, I actually got a clip of it. I was just browsing, and then I hear this like older lady behind me, and she goes, "Ooh, this is the book club vampire one." And I turned around and I was like, that's my favorite book. So she asked me to explain to her more what it's about, so I gave her a whole synopsis. And then she was like, "Oh, and you like clearly know your vampires, like Team Edward, right?" And I was like, this is gonna be me as an older lady. I loved her. She was so sweet and genuinely made my day. So let me go deeper into the books that I've already showed you, but I just wanted to talk about them a little bit more. The first one, once again, is Dracula. Now, I already own a copy of this, but this cover is so much prettier than the one that I have, and they had so many classics in these beautiful, beautiful editions, and unfortunately, I hate classics, but I feel like if I am a self-proclaimed vampire girly, I need to read one of the originals, so I have yet to read it, but I just could not pass this up, so I had to get that one. These next ones are ones that I have all heard of and like are highly acclaimed from like most people. The first one I'll show you is the thriller Wrong Place, Wrong Time, and I already told you what I know from this book is this woman looks out her house window one day and sees her son commit a murder, and so it's almost like a Groundhog Day situation where the next day she wakes up and it's the day previous, and like she keeps waking up in the past to, I think, figure out what went wrong and how her son got to that point. But I've heard great things about this, and once again, it was the buy one get one 50% off. And the next 2 I got were romance books, and so of course we have The Cheat Sheet. Once again, buy one get one 50% off. Sarah Adams is a clean romance author, and I read When in Rome by her, and I really enjoyed it, thought it was fun, but this is the one I have heard like the best things about, and I have had a hold in the library for so long for it, so now I own it so I can get to it whenever I want. I just know it's a sports romance, that's all I know. And the next one is The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. Once again, I have met this author. I have loved previous books that I've read from her in the past, but I've never read an adult book by her, so I am really interested, especially because a lot of my friends are obsessed with this book. I'm pretty sure this follows a girl named Florence who is a ghostwriter, and she falls in love with a ghost potentially, so I know this also deals with a lot of death because I think people around her, like loved ones, die, so we will see. But the last 2, I'm actually like really excited for these 2. So, you know, like being on the bookternet, we hear a lot about books, whether they're good or not, or even in-depth synopsis. And so going to a bookstore, it's hard to find a book where you haven't read anything about it, or just that urge to look it up on Goodreads if you do find it. So I looked at these books and I was like, you know what? I don't know anything about them, never heard of them, but I am interested. So the first one we have here was in the horror section, and it is Graveyard of Lost Children by Katrina Monroe. And so from what I know about this, we follow a girl named Olivia Dahl, and she was almost murdered when she was little. At 4 months old, she was almost murdered. So her mother apparently was obsessed with the idea that Olivia was actually a changeling, and the only way to get her real baby back was to make a trade with the dead women living at the bottom of a well. So now Olivia is grown up and she's about to give birth for the first time as well to her own daughter, and she starts hearing women whispering. So it seems like history may be repeating itself. So we're dealing with motherhood, interesting topic. And this next one, I saw it and immediately was like, give that to me, because it's vamps. Like the title, Vamps, that's me. And this is by Nicole Arend, and this is about, it almost sounds like an adult Vampire Academy, because we follow a guy named Dylan, and in the Swiss Alps he goes to the ultimate academy for the progeny of the wealthiest and most powerful vampire families. The only problem is Dylan is a dhampir, which is half vampire, half human, so he is having to navigate this deadly world as a dhampir and fight in this elite academy for vampires. And it also says that this is the first, it's an exciting new paranormal series for elite vampires in an academy. I really hope this is good. I really hope that's good. But yes, I am so excited to get to all these books. Obviously, my TBR list, every time I think I'm gonna get it down, it just goes right back up. But that's fine, because every once in a while it's fun. It's like really fun to just go to Barnes & Noble and buy books, because I don't do it often because Barnes & Noble is expensive. But yes, if you've read any of these, let me know. But that is it for this video. If you've made it this far, go ahead and leave the shopping bag emoji. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, all my social media links will be down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!